I am enamored of the historic name of Bharat. Even the mere uttering of this word conjures before us by a stroke of magic the picture of cultured life of the centuries that have gone by. In my opinion, there is no other country in the world which has such a history, such a culture, and such a name, whose age is counted in millenniums as our country has. There is no country in the world which has been able to preserve its name and its genius even after undergoing the amount of repression, the insults and prolonged slavery which our country had to pass through. Even after thousands of years, our country is still known as Bharat. Since Vedic times, this name has been appearing in our literature. Our Puranas have all through eulogized the name of Bharat. The gods have been remembering the name of this country in the heavens. The gods have a keen desire to be born in the sacred land of Bharat and to achieve their supreme goal after passing their lives here. For us, this name is full of sacred remembrances. The moment we pronounce this name, the pictures of our ancient history and ancient glory and our ancient culture come to our minds. We are reminded that this is the country where in past ages great men and great Maharishis gave birth to a great culture. That culture not only spread over all the different areas of this land, but crossing its borders, reached every corner of the Far East too. We are reminded that on the one hand, this culture reached the Mediterranean and on the other it touched the shores of the Pacific. We are reminded that thousands of years ago, the leaders and thinkers of this country molded a great nation and extended their culture to all the four corners of the world and achieved for themselves a position of prestige. When we pronounce this word, we are reminded of the mantras of the Rig Veda uttered by our Maharishis in which they have described the vision of truth and soul experience. When we pronounce this word, we are reminded of those brave words of the Upanishads which urged humanity to awake, to arise, and to achieve its goal. When we pronounce this word, we are reminded of those words of Lord Krishna through which he taught a practical philosophy to the people of this country, the philosophy which can enable humanity even to achieve its goal of peace and bliss. When we pronounce this word, we are reminded of Lord Buddha, who had boldly told men all over the world that greatest good of the greatest number, greatest happiness of the largest number in the welfare of humanity should be the watchwords of their lives, and that they should awake and arise to promote the welfare of mortals and gods and to show to the world the path of knowledge. When we pronounce this word, we are reminded of Shankaracharya, who gave a new vision to the world. When we pronounce this word, we are reminded of the mighty arms of Bhagwan Rama which by twanging the chord of the bow sent echoes through the Himalayas, the seas around this land and the heavens. When we pronounce this word, we are reminded of the wheel of Lord Krishna which destroyed the terrible imperialism of Kshatriyas from India and relieved this land of its burden.